has a fair outcome for everybody here, right? So
Yep.
I brought along Tendi Ross, and I brought along my CEO Vidi, right? He's our chief of operations. So, Freddy, the subject we're going to talk about, it might be a little bit awkward. Perhaps we might disagree a little bit, but I just want to set like tone of transparency. Let's just speak freely and kind of like try to fix this the best that we can. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
No
So
problem.
basically, here's what I've been hearing. So the team says that sometimes, like on your property, you take your own guests, and that then essentially takes calendar space, and then we have challenges getting, let's say, other guests that come from Bukit Vista to be staying at the property. So I just wanted to ask, well, one, does this happen? And two, if it happens, I would just like to hear from your side why this is happening.
Why?
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know why. No. Basically, there. Yeah. We have some guests, or we have some relatives stay in our property,
Mm,
and maybe that takes some period of times. Yeah.
I
Maybe
see.
one week, maybe 1 month. Uh, and I don't know. That's really bordering for Bukit Vista or not, because what I was remember, uh, last time Bukit Vista also asking, right, whether we do or we engage with another broker, like we we go with you, and then we do ourselves with uh, Bukit.com or Traveloka by ourselves, right?
hmm hmm
So I so far I don't think that's a problem for you or for us, Jing. As long
I see.
as long as we book, okay. Like maybe we will use our property December from 15 to 30.
Hmm
As long as we tell you in front,
hmm
so you know, uh, I thought that's not a problem. But if you,
Yes. Oh,
but if you
sorry.
see that's a problem, I don't know. We can. I don't know. What is your what is your objection?
Oh, okay.
No.
So here's sort of the situation, Pot Freddy. Just to kind of review some of the terms, I think on the contract, which I'm sure you must have read, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we essentially the our business model. You can see all the people we employ right here, right?
yeah.
They're all coming in. Everyone's paid a salary, of course,
Uh,
but we don't charge any management fees to our owners, and because we don't charge any management fee to our owners, we need the opportunities to be able to sell and fulfill your property's revenue goals and targets and such.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
so in that particular case, we have a commitment to work only when we actually bring in guests, actually. But if we can't bring in guests, and let's say your own guests take up a big chunk of the calendar space, then
yeah.
that makes the situation a little bit more difficult for us, right? So we
Then,
just wanted to clarify in the way that you understood
mm,
the contract at the very beginning,
mm.
Freddie. Was it that you understood that there would be freedom to have your own guests as long as you gave like a early warning, or did you understand it was more exclusive?
No, what I understand is it's more freedom
I see.
as long as we inform you in front.
I see. I
that
see.
that we will use this period for our family or for our guests or for
Okay.
our because I have sometimes my core business is supply to hotel and restaurant, right?
I've been to your shop, Pot Freddy. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
went
yeah.
to your, yeah, I think it was
By
still
the way,
under
Jing,
construction.
we move our office to Jalan Raya Uluwatu.
Oh, you did?
You know that?
I did not know that. Oh, wow. Okay. All
Uh,
right. That's amazing.
we move the office to Basarnas.
Basarnas. I do not know Basarnas. Where is Basarnas?
Tendi tahu nggak Basarnas?
Dekat Klendis ya Pak Freddy ya?
Iya,
Oh,
yang
yes.
The
Yeah,
new
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Klendis.
yeah, yeah. On,
the
yes.
orange the orange building, the
Yeah.
Basar.
Right. You're right before Temple Hill, right? Or after Temple
Yeah,
Hill.
yeah, that's yeah, yeah. Our office is
I've been to your warehouse, your headquarters there. We were shopping for kitchen supplies one day, and I remember coming in and
oh
we
yeah,
spoke. I think to your general manager, and he said that yeah, you were the owner, and I was very surprised. I was like, oh wow, that's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. We just moved there actually, just
Okay,
few months, 2 3 months ago.
understood.
Yeah,
And wow,
okay.
that's a tough time to be opening.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If
Okay.
if we do big opening, I will invite you.
Yes, I'd be happy to come. Right now, I'm in California to support my daughter's education process. Right now,
Oh,
I'm sending
okay.
her to high school here eventually. So,
Oh,
um, but
okay.
uh, but yeah, as soon as I get back to Bali, I'd be happy to come by and check it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Freddie, I'm very sorry. There seems to be a lot of people who come into this. And we're here not
Okay.
to
Okay.
increase the pressure or anything by any means. We're just here to listen because this is something we do want to understand, right? And what I'd like to offer is this, right? So, do you believe that Bukit Vista could do more to bring you guests? And if we could do more, is that maybe where the issue has been? Like we not done enough to actually try to bring quality guests to your property?
Hmm. No, no. Sorry. Like I said, sometimes we entertain our customer to stay in our villa
Ah, I see. I
from
see. Okay.
from Jakarta for 2 days, 3 days. They bring
Okay.
their
Okay.
family or they bring their friend.
Mhm.
So we allow them to stay in our villa.
Of course. Of course.
Sometimes customer from Jakarta or from Surabaya, the people from hotel,
Uh-huh.
they want to go to Bali, and we said, yeah, just stay in our villa.
I see. I see.
That's
Okay.
sometimes happen.
I
But
see.
Jing, as I said, my understanding was it's a freedom to bring to use our property as long as we tell you
I see.
earlier. But
Okay.
if you but I don't know if you have another arrangement. Let's see. What is in your mind, and we,
Sure.
we can discuss.
Okay.
Basically,
Absolutely.
basically, uh, we want Bukit Vista help us uh, maximum, right?
Hmm.
So you can bring more guests to our property.
Definitely.
That's the point, right?
Okay. Okay.
So
Very
so
good.
if
We want to do that too.
yeah, of course. If in order to do that you have to do something, just let me know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I know what to do, right? I
understood.
know how to arrange.
Okay. So if I've understood correctly, we just need to let you know what our arrangement is so that
Yeah,
we can continue to bring guests to your property, and we just
yeah,
need to discuss it a little bit more in detail. Does that sound like a fair deal, Pat Freddy?
yeah. Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, that sounds pretty good. Pop Freddy, what I'll do is this, right? I'll get together with who manages your relationship, Pop Freddy? Is it Tendi or Rafik or Ross?
Tendi ya?
Attendee. Okay, great. I'll have attendee. Attendee will take a look at what's stated on our existing signed agreement, and we'll go with that. And if there's something on that needs to be changed, we can have a more private discussion here. I really apologize. When I asked people to come, I thought this would be a forum, and there would be a few more people here, so we could kind of take a look and examine
Okay.
if our performance was at issue. But now it feels like we're in a trial or something. So I
Yeah,
apologize
yeah.
for the way the team has all appeared here. Okay, Pop Freddy, I would like to also collect feedback about our team's performance. Since I'm the CEO here, and
Uh,
I brought my team. Would you have any like transparent feedback for the way that things are being managed at your property? Is there things that you think we could improve? Is there things that are below your expectations, or what's your most honest feedback for the team here?
oh yeah, yeah. I have discussed this with Tendi, I think, in previous discussion about this.
Hmm.
And basically, uh, last time I said your team have to come to our property in regular basis time.
I see.
So,
Okay,
so you can check the real thing on our property, not based only the comment from the guests.
I
That
see. Okay.
that's a bit important, I think, because I said
Mm,
I have someone who take care the property, right?
right.
But her standard with your standard might be different
I
in
see.
in terms of cleaning or tidiness of the property or
I see.
something else. You as a Bukit Vista should have s- your own standard for the property that you manage, right?
Of course.
And
Okay.
that you have to bring that standard to our property to teach our staff to reach that standard you have.
Okay.
And
Understood. So,
yeah, and you have to come to our property to do that, I say. Otherwise, uh, you cannot do that standard.
understood. Okay. So, one of the important things, Pat Freddy, for you is to have an enforcement of a standard of cleanliness and of the operational capacity. And you believe that that can be done only
Yeah.
by doing on site and seeing it with our own eyes. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think.
Okay. Okay. Besides that particular matter, are there anything else that you would like to give us feedback on where our performance could improve?
Uh, Last time I also said the way we communicate with the customer.
Mm.
And I thought the customer uh, should talk with your site rather than talk to my staff directly, Jing.
Oh, okay.
Because I said the way you handle and the way my staff handle might be different. The way
Mm.
she talk to the customer might be different.
Understood.
Yeah, she might uh, if the customer have the request, she can approve the request, right? But the way she
Mm.
talk to the way she talk to the customer might be not acceptable to the customer. Uh,
Understood.
you, you
Understood.
know you know the different level of talking to the customer.
Of course.
The way
Okay.
they talking to customer might be different. Your staff,
Understood.
my staff.
Okay.
So
Okay.
should
So the way that essentially what you're seeing is sounds like the guests are approaching your staff direct, and
Yeah,
that level of communication is not essentially what you believe you've paid for, right? You paid for Bukit Vista to essentially manage
yeah,
the communication between the guest and the and our teams, so that we can facilitate and of course get better
yeah.
reviews and
And your team might be talk nicer to customer, right?
okay,
Nicer.
understood. More polite, yeah, more hospitable.
Yeah,
Okay,
they know how to talk to customer, hospitality, right?
of
My,
course. Okay,
my staff is not trained to do that, I think, yet.
understood. Understood. Okay, so Pa Freddy, I've heard two things so far. So one is
When
this idea.
the misunderstanding between my staff and the customer, maybe higher chance than if your staff talk direct to the customer.
I see. I
I
see.
think,
So
yeah. I don't know.
it
I don't
sounds, Pa Freddy, if I may, it sounds like hospitality standards, right? Basically, standards
know.
of cleanliness and operational capability,
Yeah,
and standards of hospitality communication as well. Okay.
yeah.
Is there anything else, Pa Freddy, that is on your mind at the moment? This is really good feedback.
Uh, Another thing, the way you market the property, yeah, Jing.
Yes, sir.
So, so far, yeah, I don't have regular report how you sell the property actually.
Okay, understood. Understood.
How much you sell the property this month, or uh, how will you do the pricing next month? I don't know
Understood.
where to find that kind of information. Yeah, is that
Ah,
is there
okay.
in the website already?
Got it. Got it. There should be newsletters and communications, I think, from our. Okay. So basically, you would like to have a regular strategy report that outlines what the plan is, right? What we are
Yeah,
intending to do.
maybe as long as we uh, as long as we know the price you sell this month or
Mhm.
something like that, just small information would be very good for us.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds like what I'm hearing is we need to be more proactive in our leadership. Yeah. So we need to lead the guest communication. We need to lead the standards, and we need to help lead you to understand what our strategy is, so that we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
learn this. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
theme I'm hearing there. Anything else, Pat Freddy? This is really good.
Uh, what? Yeah, I think that's. I don't know. Last time I talked to Wayan, maybe at in Booking.com and Traveloka. Yeah, that one. I don't know.
Okay.
That can be happen or not. Eh?
Oh, okay. It was Ross apparently. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Talk Ready. We're here today, and of course you're speaking to me. Do you normally, would you feel comfortable saying this to Tendi or to any of the other community management team about your feedback, how the way you feel about things?
Yeah, I think your team is okay. I think they quite open to my suggestion
Okay.
so
And
far.
do you see that they've taken the correct steps to follow up and change the behaviors and the sort of the course of action, so that we earn your trust?
Uh, I don't know. So these few months, I think not too many guests in our property. Yeah.
I see.
So
Okay.
it's been very quiet.
Okay.
Month.
Okay.
So
Understood. Understood. Okay. So basically, when there's no guests, it sort of leaves you in a situation where you're not sure what's going on, right?
yeah,
And perhaps some communication about, like, okay, if there's no guests, what's the plan, right? Tell me what I need to know.
yeah, yeah,
Tell me
yeah,
if I can take my friends and put them in the villa if there's no guests, right? Because
yeah,
otherwise it becomes okay. Okay, understood, Pop Freddy.
yeah.
Um, okay, let's examine this openly then. Tendi, let me ask, Tendi, we have programs right now that are looking to essentially enforce a standard of cleanliness, and also understand we have ways of doing remote inspection as well,
Yeah.
right? For properties. Um, are these being implemented right now at NH residents? And if so, does Pop Freddy is he aware of these programs?
Okay, so yeah, I had to visit NS resident with Rafik before, and then
Mhm.
we had inspect, and then we mostly coordinate with Malia with the on-site staff, like that for something with improve. And then last time I create the house rule for NS resident, and then has been delivered also there with Mbak Malia. And then there is some feedback to for the NH resident, like the insect. Mostly there's N coming to the villa, and then I had coordinate with Mbak Malia for the this how to fix it that like it. So
I
mostly
see.
yeah on with the stuff.
Okay. And Tendi, how far how long ago was that inspection that you did with you and Rafik?
Okay, I think if I'm not wrong is 2 months ago, because
Two
currently
months ago.
yeah it's only me and Om Rafiq doing the offline inspection, right? And we have a
I
lot
see.
of property like that, so that's like a timeline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And does and that you will come to inspect is does do we know like at what regular interval or what frequency we will inspect his properties?
Okay, so basically, currently we are what's called prioritize the property that get bad reviews, sir. So if there is
I see.
any property get bad review, then we mostly prioritize that first, or the
I
property
see.
that get booking like that.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
So, okay, Puff Freddy's situation might be then it could be a cycle, right? Because he's not getting reviews, we don't inspect, and therefore, okay, I understand. Does Puff Freddy understand about the new innovations that we have developed with the remote inspection, and have those proven to be successful, Tendi?
For the remote inspection, not yet, because is the property is closed, so I do the offline inspection there, and then yeah
Okay.
with the staff.
Okay, understood. And regarding the second issue about, let's say, guest communication, I know, Tendi, this is more of the HAR, the Hospitality Air Support Reservation Team's dominion, but would you know why, just by any chance, why are guests like maybe talking directly to Pot Freddy's staff instead of through Bukit Vista?
Yeah, I think because the person in charge, yeah, like person who the guest saw on the field, right? And then
Mhm.
also since we don't have the offline host, then for the welcoming and everything, I think it's doing by the onset staff. Then the guests know the onset staff in charge there.
Okay, but let's go to Vidi. Vidi, as let's say our operations, looking over the general operations, do you believe that, let's say, the HR team could potentially sort of set the expectations, right, for how they should communicate and who they should communicate with? What's that look like to you, Vidi?
Yep. Actually, we have received testimonials as well. As if my heard, Modi actually stayed as our guest before, and there were a
Mhm.
lot of people contacting her, like from our side and also from the on-site staff side, especially if the property has on-site staff, and they get
Right.
confused because they, maybe it's more of a cultural thing. Might have to educate people on how to communicate with the
I
online
see.
host as opposed to the offline host.
I see. Okay. So we have control over that, I think, right, Vidi? So we can essentially set the guest expectations of how the communication flow should be. Uh, that's that's something that we can do, right, Vidi?
Yep, supposedly, yeah. If we have more regular communication prior to the stay itself, I think it could be done.
Ah, okay. So we need to set up the guest
Yep.
expectations before they
Because
arrive.
usually, maybe where the time that we communicate right now, according to our guideline, is upon booking. So we send a
Mhm.
message, and then maybe like few days before the guest came to the property.
Yep.
But during the interval, there has not been any like a guideline to, let's say, keep in touch with the booking guest every week at least, especially if the booking window is
Mm,
pretty huge.
okay, got it. Okay, understood. Okay,
Hey,
that's good examination.
Jing, regarding
Yes, Freddy.
regarding this communication, uh, I remember last time, yeah, when we first worked with Bukit Vista, when
Mhm.
the guests come, there was Bukit Vista team on site to welcome the guests.
That yes, that might have been true. Yeah,
But
before
but,
COVID.
but then,
now,
yeah, but
now
then it was stopped when this pandemic COVID occur, right?
that's correct. Yeah,
But
there's a
yeah, I think
few.
that's a good habit to 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 have Bukit Vista team when the guests arrive on the property.
There's a
Think,
Paparity, there's a few reasons why we don't do that anymore. A bit of it is related to safety, right? So
yeah,
basically, a host that goes and meets different guests is a, if you look at, let's say, a health perspective,
uh,
the contaminator, right?
yeah,
He goes see this person from
yeah,
Alex,
yeah,
see another person, and then brings it back home and spreads it. So we've taken a look at the sort of the health risks associated with that. And so what we've transitioned to is we transitioned to an online greeting, right? So that
yeah, yeah.
guests get a digital welcome. The guests that I've been engaging with generally are sort of they're a bit cautionary about too much physical contact these days, right? If
Mm,
it's unnecessary, then they can avoid it. But what we can do is we're innovating on creating more delightful virtual experiences that still give that feeling of hospitality when somebody checks in.
mm,
Um, it is that I'm beginning to see relaxed a little bit more when vaccination rates are going up and travelers are feeling a little bit more comfortable with safety. But during a time when everyone's panicking about getting this, and then they're shutting down villages, airports, and everything. The general policy was okay. If a guest doesn't specifically ask to be contacted in person, then
mm.
we maintain that relationship online. But I guess I think also, Pat Freddy, if that particular that decision was made months ago, actually, at
Yeah,
Bukit Vista. But if that decision hasn't been conveyed to you, then I think we could also improve that aspect of our communication as well, right? So that these operational changes don't come as a surprise. They become part of a like a narrative that essentially we're doing this because of this, right? And so it
yeah.
doesn't put you off guard. Okay.
Mm, mm.
Okay, let's take a look at the last one then. I have Lilith, who's our director of business intelligence here, and this is about the updates on marketing strategy. So, Lilith, I just want to explore this a little bit. Do we have programs for notifying owners in individual or in general for what our strategies are in the upcoming months and upcoming time ahead?
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Jing, and hello, Pak Freddy. I'm
Yeah,
Liz.
it
Actually,
is.
I contacted you months ago, I think, but lately I'm communicating with Bu Jenny, right? Your wife, right? To be honest, actually, previously I contact you, but as the time goes, I realized that Bu Jenny is also the owner, and then uh, part of reason because I see that Bujani has a really has a more concern about the price, right? So actually, what I do is communicate like the monthly price and then the daily price personally to the owner. It's not in the group, so that's why I contact with Jenny. But the current situation, I'm not doing it like once a month, for example, like that. But we do see that the market right now is still uh what is that um about flat pricing. So we do have discount for monthly and weekly stay, right? But the price I coordinate with Bujeni with some consideration like no electricity with this price. I'm trying to convince like Bujeni, and also perhaps later I'll also inform Fat Freddy. This is the market price, but for some reason because of operational cost, then Bujeni give me like, okay, this is the lowest price that we can do for NH residents, something like that. But the communication that we do about the pricing strategy through personal communication, and then discussing about the weekly, monthly, and daily price. and also
Mm,
it's inclusion basically. And the marketing strategy, we do it OTA, of course, which is Airbnb for your main OTA, and then also social media, Pak Freddy, like our Facebook account that already has the rate seller and such, and then also Instagram, and then I think we also have website. That's so far, but
okay.
yes, we do not have like monthly reports, sir. Like,
Okay.
hey, we would like to do this. No, but I keep
Okay.
contacting. I mean, I keep the communication, but not with Freddy, I think lately. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Understood. And Puff Freddy, this is actually good feedback for us because I believe the community team and the business intelligence team they get together quite often to create like ways of dispersing more understanding and more knowledge to the community. So we generally do it through webinars and sort of group events where we essentially tell people who are interested in coming about what the general plan is, right? We host other online discussions where we have community members who are doing fairly well, and we
Hmm.
invite other members to come and kind of right to what essentially is the secrets of success. In this particular case, Freddy, to sort of get the best communication lacing, right? What would be, let's say, the best way to engage with you? Is it through WhatsApp? Is it through Facebook? Is a webinar great? Like, I know you're probably very busy. You have your own business and everything to run, but like, how can we keep you knowledgeable about, let's say, our plans and the policies that we're engaging in and where we're going as like a community.
The easier communicate, I think, by WhatsApp at the moment. We
Okay.
do
Okay. So
we
what's
do have we do have a group kan Lilis, a group. I think me, Ibu Jenny, Lilis ya ada ya.
Yeah, me and
Group
also I think the other like
Lilis, Tandy ya,
Andy. Yeah.
or Ibu Wayan. I think we have
Yes.
we have
okay?
a group, right? It's the
Okay.
best to share everything there. I think.
I see.
Okay.
So like
Understood.
transparency in
Yeah,
the group.
everybody knows what happened.
Ah,
Understood. And Pa Freddy, if I may ask, on WhatsApp, if we, for example, right, we want to distribute a community announcement and perhaps a video format, we just say, okay, this is the Bukit Vista strategy for Uluwatu this month. What we're looking to do is we're looking to advertise in this group, this group, this group. We're looking to, target more longer term guests. We're looking to provide, let's say, solutions for visas for people so that they can actually get into Indonesia and then stay in your property. Um, would that be a format? And we kept it, let's say, 5 minutes or something, Pop Freddy. Would that be a format that would be easy for you to digest and something that you would actually enjoy watching? Or would you prefer something maybe a bit more traditional, like just a newsletter or something that we would distribute through WhatsApp to you?
No, video is fine for us.
Video is good, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. No
Okay, okay,
problem.
all right, sounds good then.
Uh, Yeah, basically, if you no, if you have some, I believe you have some strategies, right?
Yes, sir. A
Yeah,
lot. That's why we're all here.
yeah. That's I'm not informed well about that, Jing.
I see. Okay, got it, got it.
That I
So
think.
most of the discussion, I understand, then must be just operational, right? Like transaction, 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 transaction. But the leadership aspect, where we're going to go as a company, where we're going to go as a community, that kind of information isn't being shared very regularly.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
receive or I don't know. Maybe they share. I didn't read or they share regularly, but I am not receiving it. I
Okay,
haven't
understood.
received that kind of information yet.
Okay, let's go to Rafik and Tendi for this one too. And once again, let's be transparent. We're all human here. Sometimes we make mistakes either way. So, but we understand the issue, right? So, Tendi, do we keep let's say Plot Ready informed about sort of the direction we're heading, virtualizing, let's say inspections, our policies about guest safety and host safety. Are these sort of general issues being conveyed? You think in a way that Plot Ready would find it easy to receive them?
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, I think because there is two person communication. Yeah, I think needs like sometimes we inform Bu Jenny, sometimes with Pak Freddy. Then sometimes
Mhm.
it's like there's a gap between the communication like that. Maybe uh,
Okay.
for the future that I think but we can share on the group. But on the group we worried that the chat will be like skip it because there is communication for the operational, right? Sometimes
Mm,
if we put on the group, sometimes there is from HR inform get guest or something. Then
right.
yeah, like that. So I think
Okay.
I think in CM we need to discuss what is the best way to create that and then document that so the partner easier to find if there is any information about the strategy or everything. Just one click, then got it like that. I think
Okay.
we will discuss
Understood.
about that, sir.
Okay, let's ask about Freddie. Freddie. So what Tenny is saying, and I'm understanding, is that the WhatsApp group could be it could be purposed for operational communication, but if we start putting other information in there, there is a chance that it will be skipped or overlooked or not seen. If let's say we find another way, let's say we deliver this direct, like a direct message to your WhatsApp, would that be a more improved communication method? Would that actually enhance the sort of the tightness of our communication?
Yeah, can try.
Okay.
Uh, can try. But
Okay. All right.
just inform us how you will deliver that message to us,
Sure.
so
Okay. Sounds good.
so we can check uh, if we miss or we skip, and then maybe Tendi can remind, but you can see there. So
Siap.
Okay. Understood.
I know
Understood.
I know where to find that information. That's
Okay.
important,
Okay.
because
Sounds
if
good.
sometimes go there, sometimes go here,
Right.
where to find that information. Yeah,
For all the different ways
yeah,
people try to talk to us.
rather than sometimes go to me, sometimes go to Ibu, sometimes go to the group, and
Mm,
sometimes go to by email.
right.
I don't know where to find.
I see. I see. Actually, I've brought Pup Ready. We actually have one of our UI UX designers for the Bukit Vista app as well here. Her name is Nadia. Nadia, I just saw you raise your hand. Perhaps you can chip in and also enhance this conversation.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hello, good morning, Mr. Pak Freddy. So I actually would like to ask, are you actively using our app, sir?
No, not
Our
really.
EVgo.
Frankly, not really active.
Okay, why is that, sir?
Uh, not too familiar. Yeah, not too familiar yet. Last time,
Okay.
we tried to log in to that web's application. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but so many errors that time. Still,
Okay.
still many difficulties to that one not work, that this one not work. So
Okay,
now
I
recently
see.
we are not using too much anymore.
I
Interesting.
see.
Okay. Okay. That's a
Interesting.
really
Okay.
good feedback too as well. And let me bring in Bayu. Bayu's our CTO actually. So perhaps there's an update from the technology side of this conversation. Let's go to Bayu.
Ya, oke. Hai Pak Freddy, saya Bayu.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice to
Again.
meet you. So basically, we are developing this mobile app and web app. Initially, only the web app, right? And we know that actually the interface is a little bit more difficult because it's on the web browser, and most people on their phone. and yeah, there will be different screen size things like that, technical things that lead to using the tool a little bit more difficult, right? So in the last few months, Pak Freddy, we actually developed this, and after we finish with all the basic function, we start to work on more on the UI and UX aspect, basically. So I'd like to invite you to try to use it again, especially the mobile app. We have that on Android and also iPhone if you use that. And
Yeah.
even not only you actually, but you can also let someone else that related to the property. Let's say you share that to the staff, because we have role for the staff as well. So the difference is, for you as owner, you will see everything, right? All the complete report, the finance report, all the guest details. You will see everything on the app. But the staff, because their primary job is to meet with the guests, what they will see is just for the operational side. So the information like what time is the guest going to arrive, or what message that the guests leave to us, what their special requests, or if there's any other information that's needed to be informed, it will be available to the staff directly, and they will also receive notification, so that they can be prepared, right? Like there's a notification that the guest will come at 2, for example. So they will make sure that they will clean the property before 2, right? Not just right on the arrival time. So I think uh, I'd like you to give this one more chance to try the app, Freddy. Uh, for owners, I usually I suggest that you have it just for the summary of your property performance. Especially it's on the report part. There's a report for owners that says how much sales that we get on the month. And then also there's how much money that you should receive in your account from the payout, and even how much that it's still pending, and we still owe you to transfer. So that in a glance will give you like basically full control of the property, and if you need to follow up, it will be much easier, especially like something related to accounting. You can just tell our accounting person that hey, why I'm missing this much money on this month. Can you please check about that? So that will be faster for you to check. And yeah, I think the main goal of this app initially is about communication, because mostly before we have this app, uh, property owners would try to contact us in message, in email, in WhatsApp, and they don't get fast response. Right? They need to check the data first, open the dashboard, and sometimes calculate it manually. So now this app is meant to be everything automatic and everything ready for you whenever you need it, basically.
Okay. And
Okay.
Buddy, do we have any user feedback so far from other owners who have had a good experience with using this app?
I believe so. Nadia is working closely with a few property owners that actively giving feedback, and I think we have some good feedback as well. Yeah, Nadia, and even some interface and some features are based on their request.
Okay, let's turn over to Nadia to give us like an update on what the newest feedback from owners is. Then Nadia, go ahead.
Okay, so on the latest update for our feedbacks that we've got is regarding the updates. So previously we have troubles with the numbers. It's actually coming from our backend, so which it shows that like 2 stay over, but actually there's no stay over. So we're kind of fixing in terms of the backends, and also we fix our interface as well according to the feedback that we've got. And yeah, we've also actively improving the apps, especially with the experience. We have the bugs fix every 2 weeks actually, and also we update the reviews and something like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Puff Freddy, are you in Bali anytime soon? Are you in Bali right now, Puff Freddy?
No, no, I'm in Jakarta.
Oh, in Jakarta.
Maybe,
Okay. All right. Got it.
end of October, I
Oh,
will be in Bali.
okay. Right in time for
Yeah, for Halloween.
Okay, perfect.
No, no.
Okay, Pop Freddy, that kind of gives us like an overview. We're going to go back and sharpen our pencil, so to speak, and look at ways to, of course, improve this
Bu-
experience for you as an owner, right? So that you get a quality experience in our future partnership. I think I might have cut you off, Pop Freddy. You were saying something?
No, this app, uh, if if I heard from Bayu, it's very useful. Yes, should be very useful for the owner, right?
That's what we
Uh,
created it for.
Yeah, that's our goal.
have you ever do socialize or train the owner to use the apps?
Let me go over to Rafik and Tendi. Rafik Tendi, what do you guys say?
Because I don't know. I ever invited, but I'm not coming, or maybe I,
Okay, let's
maybe
see. Let's see.
maybe
Tendi.
I miss the socialize the training or
Let me check. Tendi, do we have socialization or training for Hot Freddy for the BB Go app?
Yeah, I think we invite all on the there's a sharing session on the what's called like the demo right before. Let
Mhm.
me check if there's in history.
Okay, so when was that
Yeah,
invitation made?
I sent invitation to Bu Jenny.
I see. Okay, got it, got it. Okay,
Mm,
so I think Puff Freddy, we understand that you would like to have a more active role then, yeah, in the sort of the oversight and management of NH residents. Is that correct?
not what you mean active role.
Like to be informed, right? To like know
Yeah,
what's
I
going
would
on.
like to be informed more. Like to be informed more on what's going on.
Okay.
What can we do to bring the guests
Okay. So
program?
it would be safer to over communicate rather than under communicate in this particular instance. Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Okay. All
So
right.
that's
Um,
why I think what that's one maksudnya one satu channel that we have to agree on
mm,
where it's important, Andy.
okay.
So everybody can look at that uh, WhatsApp or Instagram or anything lah or
Or
email.
BB Go.
Yeah, yeah, or anything. But we
Okay.
agreed on something. Okay, Pak, everything information is there. So Ibu Jenny can see from there. I can see from there. That's a good, I think.
Okay. Perfect. Pat Freddy, this has been really, really. I didn't expect this, but I guess this became a focus group discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're able to actually get a lot of insight. And okay, the next step is this. We'd like to communicate better with you, of course, and like to maybe set a time next week. And it doesn't need to be a meeting or anything, but we'd like to give you an update, right, and show you sort of like the things that we're going to improve and keep you better understanding about, let's say, cleanliness policy and which direction we're going at that, ways of improving, of course, the guest communication, and also keeping you more informed about what the marketing strategy is, and of course setting the baseline channel for communications. And we like give us a week, I think, and we can get some of this put together. And we'll take a look also at the contract and make sure that the contract is
Yeah.
correct,
Okay.
and have a partnership from here on out. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All
That's
right.
that's good, Jing.
Okay. Well, fantastic, Pop Freddy. Let's do this. I'll get together with my team and we'll talk about this, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Freddie, if you will, I'll take the rest of the time together with the rest of the Bukit Vista team
Okay.
to discuss how to put things together, and I'll let you go on with the rest of your day. And have a
Okay.
great
Thanks
Thursday there.
to
in Jakarta.
everybody. Thank you.
Okay. All
Bye.
right. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Pak Freddy.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.